I am Shane King, and we will be explaining why it is critical for curriculum to be aligned both vertically and horizontally. So, horizontal curriculum alignment is when every grade level teacher is teaching from the same curriculum, and that helps with data driven results. That way, we can see how effective our curriculum is. If we are all using our curriculum, we can judge it based on how effective it is. We can get data from our test results. Using a curriculum across the grade level is also student based. So we will be able to look at our data and we'll be able to make sure that all students are getting all of the essential standards that Indiana says that they need for the standardized test. We will also be collaborating and discussing with other teachers. So if you're all using the same curriculum, you're all going to be able to discuss and adjust your lessons based on each other's effectiveness of their lesson. Vertical curriculum alignment is when you teach across different grade levels. So all the different grade levels are going to be using the same curriculum. For Marion Community Schools, that is Eureka Math. The reason why we do this is to get data-driven results. Being data-driven is an important aspect in using the effectiveness of our standards. So 40 in 2019 states that using data-driven learning is effective for seeing higher student results in their test scores. Using a vertical curriculum alignment also helps with the progression of content. We can smoothly progress through the grade levels. For Justice Intermediate School, we look at grades 5 and 6, but we also work with the 7th grade school and the 4th grade school to make sure that when students come to Justice, we understand what they need to know. And when they leave Justice, they have an expectation of what they already know. We also do the vertical alignment for student success. We need to make sure that all students are learning at an effective rate and no student will be deliberately left out of essential standards going from grade to grade. Also, a vertical alignment helps build on skills, so students will be able to build on previously learned skills throughout the last grade level. When we look at student-based learning and the needs of each student, Abdallah states in 2025 that if we use student-based learning for our curriculum development and our professional learning, that students will engage more and they will be more effective on the standardized testing. So there are some consequences that result when a curriculum is not aligned with our standards. The first is students miss out on key information. Indiana gives us our essential standards, and if teachers are using a different curriculum, they might miss out on those certain standards. We need to be able to make sure every student has the right to understand and learn what Indiana is expecting them to learn. If our teachers are not aligned, we are working against each other. We are a team and a unit, and we need to be working like a team. We need to be able to collaborate, we need to be able to communicate, and we need to be able to be and build a strong community. We can't expect our classroom to have a strong classroom community if we cannot have a strong school community. And that starts with all of us working together on the same curriculum. The last consequence is students are not ready for standardized testing. So the students will miss out on essential standards and we will not be able to assess the gaps that they get from different grade levels. So if you look at the horizontal curriculum alignment, if teachers are not using the same curriculum, we're going to be missing essential standards and we won't be able to evaluate how effective our curriculum is because we don't know how stuff is being taught. So that is going to impact not only this year but future years of students. Students also won't be able to be assessed on what they don't know coming into the new grade level. For example, students going from 5th grade to 6th grade, we understand what they are supposed to know and what they are expected to know, but we also understand that there are a little bit of gaps. In order to minimize these gaps, we need to make sure we understand what is being taught. So if we look at student readiness and achievement on state assessments, so for Indiana, it is iLearn, and overall student achievement, aligning the curriculum comes with a variety of steps. The first step is professional development. We need to be able to teach our teachers how to use the curriculum that we give them. So, our professional development will be July 30th. It'll be from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the cafeteria. We will start as a whole group, grades 5 and 6. Then we will break off with our content areas. Fifth grade will go with math and English. Sixth grade as well will go with math and English as separated. We will do that so that way we can have a smaller group and focus directly on how to use Eureka on the grade levels. Towards the end, we will combine fifth and sixth grade with the content areas. So fifth and sixth grade math will be together, and fifth and sixth grade ELA will be together. We will do that in order to focus on the vertical alignment of our curriculum. Towards August 1st and 2nd, we will combine with fourth grade and seventh grade in order to look at the vertical alignment as well. So our pedagogical training is a critical component of teacher preparedness, and that is from the Learning Policy Institute of 2023. We need to be able to prepare you to be successful in class, and there are a few ways you can absolutely be successful before this year even starts. The first thing is being able to understand the curriculum that we give you and how to use it effectively. The second thing is to be able to collaborate with your peers and your colleagues in order to make the best of the curriculum that we use. So that is the first step in aligning curriculum. And the second step after our professional development in order to align our curriculum is to look at the essential standards that the Department of Education, Indiana's Department of Education uses. So we will look at that, and we will do that in our small groups during our professional development, but we will also work one-on-one with me in order to use our priority standards in order to plan some lessons. We will all plan out our first week of lessons, and then I will look over them and give you feedback, and then we will come together either individually or as a group, whatever you guys decide on, and talk about our lessons for the first week. Our first week, it is crucial in order to set up this alignment of curriculum, because if it is not aligned, then in the first week, then it won't be aligned for the whole year. We will end up playing catch up the whole year. The third thing, and honestly one of the most important things for curriculum alignment, is the actual execution. So I will be around to do informal observations the first week of school in order to help you with the curriculum alignment. We will meet weekly as a grade level for our horizontal curriculum to discuss how that is going for the first week. And we will also meet as a school to talk about the vertical alignment of our curriculum. So, just to recap, our first step is our professional development, which is July 30th. Our second step is to be lesson planning that first week, and we will look at it both one on one and as a group, your first week of lessons. And then the third step is the actual execution. So that is going in and teaching your lessons, and I will be around doing informal observations.